All right, y'all, we got a guest all the way from Georgia. Al, get in the car.
I'm getting in.
Al.
The mobile meditation station.
That's right. Oh, snap. The mobile meditation station locks me out. Could you, could you open the door, please? It definitely locks you out. It be playing games. All right.
Ooh,
Hey.
you up close and
I don't
personal.
know. Just say hey.
Hey, what's up,
All right.
everybody?
Won't he do it? He said he would. Fight your battles. Wonder how you sleep at night. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Ew. You gonna look back and be so amazed.
They already are.
How it turned out, it's only his grace.
That's right.
Won't he do it? He said he would. So I trust him at all times. All right, y'all. What up, everybody?
Yo, what's good?
Hey, I got my cousin in the car.
First cousin.
Yes, first cousin.
If you don't know, now you know.
Say what up, Donna.
All right.
Hey, all the way from Georgia. I'm telling y'all, I got people coming from near and far. We about to be on the big screen, and every guest is coming back.
That's right.
So, what's up with you?
Whoa. Everything's good. First of all, let me say this. I have to give my disclaimer because I'm just getting back from Atlantic City with your mama and my auntie. Both of my aunties.
Right.
Renee and Deborah. And we just left Atlantic City and they had me up all night. Deborah took a nap and then we proceeded to get up and go downstairs to the casino floor like midnight. Stayed down there till 6 in the morning. So naturally, I'm like, every time I'm on a video, I got these bags under my eyes. I'm looking like I've been up all night because I have. It's always the same thing.
I
But
can't say them.
certain people I'm going to get on video for. See, some of y'all would have been like, no, I look terrible. I don't care how I look because it ain't about how I look. It's about how I feel. And I say that to say everything that things aren't always what they seem. Everything
Right.
ain't what it looked like, okay? And I really want to talk and give God praise and honor and glory.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Well, y'all see Donna talks a lot. First, we're going to do an introduction. It is mobile. We are in the mobile meditation station. It's Won't He Do It Wednesdays. And y'all know that every time we get in here, somebody has something to tell that God has done for them. He is so amazing. He is so wonderful. Yo, we was trying to beat traffic. Well, they was. I was just in shot right, y'all. But because it's dark, but y'all can still hear her. And that is the main thing. It's not dark yet. So we're going to let her give her testimony because y'all know if y'all see me all the time, it gets dark like 5:32 or something like that. So tell us what God has done for you.
Okay, so I'm just going to take it back a little bit to say I was recently diagnosed with cancer.
Okay.
Now, what started out for me, I thought was carpal tunnel.
Right.
I said, worst case, arthritis. But I was like, I'm too young for arthritis. I'm only 50. What I'm doing with arthritis, right? And long story short, in about the end of October, I had my first MRI done on October 23rd and learned then that I have cancer. And I have a cancer it's a red blood cell cancer called multiple myeloma.
Okay.
And it pretty much takes over where the cells multiply at a phenomenal rate and the abnormal cells push out the healthy cells out of the bone marrow.
The devil?
Right. So here's the deal though. I learned about that on October 23rd. That's when I had my first MRI. I had to get a second one with contrast on October 31st. And since then I've had a series of scans. I can't even tell you how many MRIs I've had. I've had a PET scan that just showed everything broke down. If you see my PET scan, and I should have bought it, but when I meet back with CHARNAE for the next testimony, because it's only going to get greater.
Absolutely. Won't he do it?
Then I will have that documentation for you guys, because I know y'all like to see everything. Y'all believe none of what you hear, and I get it. But I got proof of everything. So the PET scan basically says, if you look at my PET scan, you'll look at me like, is this the same person?
Right.
Because the PET scan shows that there's cancer throughout my body. Basically from the base of my skull to my femurs and almost every bone in between. So we talking multiple ribs, bilateral ribs. We talking both collarbones.
Like, that's just not even fair.
Well, it ain't fair.
That ain't fair.
It's not fair at all. Let me tell you, it's not fair. It's not equal. And on my worst day, because this cancer stuff is not easy. It's not easy and it's very expensive. Let me say that. And let me just... I'm sorry, I have a Invisalign, but I can't talk straight.
I was like, Lord, she taking out teeth in here, y'all.
Why she talking like that? I call it my teeth, too. It's Invisalign, y'all.
I want that. Can somebody pay for that for me? Thanks.
Right. Girl, let me tell you, I had just got this 2 weeks before the daggone diagnosis. Had I known I had cancer, my teeth would have stayed, this gap would have stayed there.
Girl, y'all know that's the family gap. You should know.
And everybody said, why are you closing the gap? What's wrong with you? That's the family trademark. I don't want the gap. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's nice on some of y'all. But back to the topic, I don't look like I say everything to say. On my worst day, I cry, I scream, I kick, I yell because, like my cousin, I think she a little more respectful than me. God is my daddy. I call my secret name for myself is God's baby. Okay. And I say baby, not God's girl, not God's woman, not God's child, God's baby. And I specify baby because that's how I feel with him. That's where I am, and that's how I feel with him. He knows I be throwing tantrums, right? And I feel like as a baby, that's my daddy. He's supposed to take care of me.
Right. Absolutely.
So let me say first, the human side of me did say the minute I read this thing, and I'm in disbelief about the whole damn thing, right? What the hell is this? I cried out. And like my cousin, similar, I saw her last week and I said, we are so the same. Because that was my question. I said, what? For
really,
real?
God?
Really? This what we doing? This is what we doing now? I almost just died 3 years ago.
But you know he could still do it.
Right.
You brought me through
it, yeah. Because I was jacked up 3 years ago in the hospital, 33 days. Sepsis, cellulitis, acute renal failure, acute respiratory failure, edema, deep vein thrombosis in my left leg from not moving. When I tell you I was almost dead, I was in the hospital 33 days, y'all, with no insurance. No hospital keeps you with no insurance. Not 33 days unless you deathly ill. So I have to give that testimony to say he brought me a mighty long way because here I am in the flesh. People counted me out.
Right.
That's when you get to see who's real and who's fake. You get to see who your friends are. You get to see who's in your corner. Just get sick or don't have nothing, need something. Okay? That's when a whole lot will be revealed. But God has always provided for me. Let me tell you this. A lot of people look at this diagnosis, like I said, what you see in that report, the doctors are amazed. When I walk into their office, matter of fact, when they come in, because I'm already in the room,
right?
And usually it's me, my husband, and another family member or two, or my friend Shooty, my friend Carlene. They done came to the doctor with me.
Shout out to friends when stuff goes wrong, for real.
My friend Andrea Avery, who's really helped me down during this whole process, just stepped in, jumped right in, wanted to do do everything she could for me, and still continues to do things. But when the doctor comes in the room, his first words is, "Who's the patient? Where's the patient?" Right. Because he don't know. Because I don't look like those scans, y'all. I don't look like that PET scan.
You know the saying, I don't look like what I've been through?
That's right. I don't look like what I'm going through. But let me tell you something. I already know I'm going to get through it. And people don't understand. I've heard people say, oh, she looks so happy. Oh, she don't seem like... Because, let me tell y'all, and my cancer is advanced stage.
No, not your cancer.
Did I claim it? Oh,
that is not her cancer,
It is not
y'all.
the cancer. And I never see, that's the funny thing too, I never say mine. I don't know why I chose to say it today.
It's all right, I'm here
But
to
the cancer is advanced stage. It has metastasized throughout my body. Luckily, because when things go bad, I always look for the good. The lucky part, the good part is in my bones. It's not in any of my organs. Okay. Praise God.
Amen.
Praise God, okay?
Amen.
I ain't worried about the bones will suffice. Now, the cancer is so bad that I did have to get my 7th vertebrae removed. This is the scar. They can't, and they did a slit. They do this little slit. They move your esophagus out the way y'all see it. Look at it. Because when he do this too, this scar looked a whole lot worse when it first was there. Wow. Y'all got to see it in person. It looks so much better in person. But,
well, yeah.
They just move the esophagus and take that C7 out.
I mean, you know what? Thank God for God giving man wisdom.
Right.
You know, because man think he's doing everything. I'm a doctor. I can do all this. But that's God.
Right. And so they looked at me, and this is, let me tell you the call, when the oncologist was chasing me down, because when I got the diagnosis, I wasn't trying to talk to none of them.
Right.
And I just went on, for a minute, I blacked out into my own little space. Like, I had to process everything.
Right.
So, because I didn't answer my phone and I didn't go to the appointment, the doctor
They
hunted me
you?
down. Called my husband. Doctors don't call you. They don't take time out their schedule to get on the phone and call you to say, hey, you need to get in here. What happened to you? They don't do that.
Right.
The doctor said, I don't normally call patients, but your wife needs to get in here for a workup. This is his exact words, and I quote him verbatim because I will forget them. Your wife's cervical spine is about to collapse.
And that was because of the cancer?
Because of the cancer. Because the cancer had already ate through 40% of my C7 bone. So that was the scare. If that cervical spine collapses, she will be paralyzed, and I wouldn't be surprised. That's his words. Okay. All right, doc. All right, I'm going to go to my real doctor now, because what he said was, let me tell you, his plan for my life was, I definitely had to get surgery. As soon as they saw the scan, they scheduled me for surgery right away, December 3rd. So they took out C7.
Okay, y'all, we got light now.
All right.
When we do it?
Yes, he will. Because, let me tell you. So, I had the surgery done just to satisfy everybody. I was like, okay, I really don't want to risk walking around and my spine collapsing and being paralyzed, because I am not the type of person. It just won't work for me, y'all. It just won't work. No. So, I'm trusting God and believing God the whole time. Like, I'm here. They talk to me, and they want me to do this, this, and this. His next step was, I already know what I want to do for you. He goes, because you're young. He says, how old are you? I say 50. I know I don't look 50, y'all, but thank you. I say 50, right? And he's like, well, you're young and healthy, so. And I already know I want you to see the radiation oncologist first, because we got to get your spine stabilized. Because in addition to C7 being messed up, my entire spine, cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine has these lesions on it. They call them lytic lesions, where the cancer is there on the bone and it tries to eat at the bone. So I have like 2 compression fractures on my spine. I have 3 bulging discs. I have a whole lot of stuff back there. So they say. This is what they say.
Are you in pain?
No. No.
First, let me say, we got this prayer line.
Right.
I've been claiming a miracle on our family prayer line.
Well, wait, see? I got to tell you the miracle.
Oh, my God.
I didn't get to the miracle. Let me get to the miracle. I'm going to fast forward, y'all.
All right, go ahead, y'all.
Because we're going to get into the meat and potatoes at another time. But when I just tell you I'm nothing, what you see is nothing like what they say is going on.
What they say.
But this is what I say, and this is what I know God says. Like I told you, on my worst day, I'm kicking, I'm screaming, this is unfair. Why me? I went through this. I'm your girl. What now? I know you want me to be the martyr, but I don't want to be it. Yo, chill, right?
And you could talk to him like that.
That's my worst day. But let me tell you, my worst day is only, I say, 10% of the time. Okay. 90% of the time, I'm on my best day. And living my life like it's golden.
Atlantic City.
Make no mistake. Living my life like it's golden. There go our light.
There go our light.
But,
coming back, y'all.
Coming back. So I'm going to keep talking because y'all know what I look like already. But my best day, this is what I know to be true. This is what I know for sure. God has not brought me this far to drop me.
Right.
My worst day, I'm screaming, though you slay me, yet I trust you. Okay?
I don't think we have I mean, we do have a choice. But what good is it going to do?
Right.
We could kick and scream. We've all done it, not for something this serious, but we've all have kicked and screamed, God, why? And he's like, I got you.
But you know what's funny with it? When I first got the diagnosis, I was very calm. It did not bother me. It didn't wreck me. And I thought it was weird too.
Right.
And
because he says he gives the peace that surpasses all understanding.
Absolutely.
We don't even understand how that works. And I don't think that he would give us the information on how it works.
Right.
Because he's just God.
Right. All by himself. All by himself. Ain't nothing I need to do. Ain't nothing, no way I need to act. None of that. He loves me and he's going to take care of me.
And he has brought you this far. He's did it already. I remember when you was going through that and we thought you was going to die. I mean, we were praying.
Right. Yeah.
But
I mean, a couple of family members that gave me 2 months. I had 2 months to live. Donna was dying in 2 months and Here I'm, 3 years and change later.
And the devil's like, oh yeah? But God.
But God.
But God. And I remember you said, if I have this, I'm not doing chemo. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right,
because
we trust in God.
Let me tell you. Now, I'm not doing what the U.S. wants me to do, because he wants me to see a radiologist to get radiation on my spine. I don't think so, dude. Then he wants to do aggressive chemo, right? Aggressive chemo meaning my hair gonna fall out. I'm gonna probably get skinny.
She got the good part of the hair in the family, you know.
And I'm gonna be sick, throwing up, nauseous, not want to eat, not feeling good. No, dog, that's not for me. That's not my life. That's not what we're doing here. Because, and let me tell you, I had research. The only reason I found out about alternative therapies before was because when my best friend was dying, I said, like, there gotta be another way. There gotta be something better.
Right.
But unfortunately, it was too late. By the time I stumbled across this place, it was like she didn't even have the strength to do nothing. We couldn't even travel that far.
It wasn't for you. You didn't know that was for you.
I didn't know it was for me.
You didn't know.
I really didn't know it was for me.
Like, I mean, it's kind of sad, and I'm like kind of sad that she passed away. But when I think of how God had you researching, and you had no clue that it was going to be for you.
Never in a million years could you have told me, and I would have believed that I would have cancer.
Right.
It just don't make sense. There's no one in my immediate family that has it. It's not a hereditary cancer that I have. What? Okay, so why do I have this cancer is my answer, right? And let me tell you, the first thing that came to my mind, although it don't make sense in the natural, is because I said, God, when I was screaming and kicking in one of my tantrums, I said, no way, God, you can't do this. They ain't going down like this. I ain't even finding and fulfill my purpose yet.
Right.
And something came in my head and said, and I'm going to keep it clean. I'm going to give you the PG version because I'm with my cousin, right? But in my head, it said, Ish, this is it.
Your purpose.
This is it. This is what it said. This is it. And I said, because I heard it clear as day.
No, but I know.
Come again?
What do you mean this is it?
Come again. This is it. Since that, I've learned, I've been getting a lot of discernment with things, a lot of, I don't want to even say prophecy, but a lot of revelations that so much so I didn't even want them, y'all. It was getting scary.
I get them, and I don't want them either.
It was getting real scary.
It is very scary.
It was getting scary. Like, I kicked myself out of that realm because I was like, no, I ain't ready for this.
Right.
I was feeling people's spirit very heavy. I was feeling their spirits, and it was a lot on me. And it was each day after this diagnosis, it was taking me further and further into that realm. And I had to do something to get myself out of it. I was like, nah, not yet. I ain't ready for all of this.
Right.
But what I feel like the purpose of this cancer is, because people are like, I'm okay with it. Cancer. I can say this, even I'm not even going to claim I have cancer, but I will say this, just I have cancer, but cancer don't have you. Me.
This is what I'm saying right now. This is what I want to say. The cancer don't have you.
Cancer don't have me and never will.
It doesn't have you.
This is my life, and I'm going to live it, and I'm going to rock it out till the wheels fall off. I'm not going to sit home moping. I'm going to do the same things I've been doing.
You had surgery on like what was it, Tuesday? Was trying to get on the plane on Friday?
It was December, it was Tuesday, and I already had a flight booked for that Friday because I was leaving. I had a flight to San Diego, and then I was going to cross the border over to TJ, Mexico, right?
Right.
But, shoot, thank God he gave me some sense after that, because after that surgery, it was rough. You know, I had to wear a cervical collar and the whole nine, and I said, nah, I think I might need another week or two.
Not today. You're not Superwoman.
Right. I was like, nah,
God is like, look, really?
Nah, dog.
I'm the super. Right. I am. But you sit down for a minute.
But I walk around, and every time I walk into the doctor's office, they all looking. They just looking like they waiting. I mean, when I tell you the way they chase me, the way they look at me, the way they on me, in the natural, it's like I got one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. Right? So I have to tell them, I'm like, yo, y'all need to, don't be impressed by this paper.
Right.
Y'all don't know who I serve. Y'all don't know who, y'all might not know who I am, and you definitely don't know whose I am if you got this reaction.
That's right.
Because I'm not fazed by this piece of paper.
I think that when it comes to terminal illnesses or with anything, we let it get to us. And that's what brings us down. When you mope around every day and you get sicker and sicker and you start to think about it, oh no, I'm going to die. And then it just takes over. You're going to have to be one of those people who goes around and talks to people like, Don't let this get you.
Right. And not
You're
only
going to
that, my community, I have a whole community of people.
It's important.
Y'all, my brothers, my
It's
sisters
important.
that don't even know that there's alternative things to do. And even, you know, I did so many different alternative treatments. And let me tell you, even alternative treatment ain't easy.
No, and it's
Not
expensive.
easy, and it's expensive.
I have a doctor that I go to, and I had called her when this happened to you. I had asked her some questions about you too.
Yeah, it's expensive, and
I think it's unfair that it's so expensive.
right. And that insurance won't cover any
Right.
of it. You know why? Because they want to keep fattening Big Pharma's pocket. But that's a
Absolutely.
whole nother topic, right?
Yes.
But I believe my role in this whole thing, and what I'm going to take, my takeaway from it is to bring to you, is to know that there's other ways, there's things you can do, and there's even natural stuff you can do. Now let me get on to this miracle, because dig this. I got this diagnosis, I'm going to say early November, because nobody read the MRIs to me. You know, nobody wants to be the bearer of bad news, but I knew it was bad just by the way they was looking.
I know you kept saying
right? They was looking all crazy, so I already knew, you know. And when everything hit the fan, I got this in November, we'll say, right? When it was confirmed. This is what it is. This is what we got to do, whatever. So, the cancer I have, for me, it's different markers.
the
with
cancer
this
that you've been diagnosed with.
This type, when I say the cancer I have, just understand I'm saying the type of cancer. The cancer that I have means the type.
Okay,
I'm not saying the cancer that I have, because all of this will be...
You are the healed experiencing symptoms.
Absolutely, because my grandmother lived to be 104 years old.
Won't we do it?
And I always felt in my heart, I'm going to be close to it. I'm going to live a mighty long time. I'm 50, so hey, I'm only halfway through.
You still got time.
Okay?
You got a lot of things to do.
So, now I have these markers for this cancer. This type of cancer. It has lambda and kappa light chains that they follow. Sound like a fraternity to me.
Yeah.
That's what I said. What's going on here?
What is
Okay?
that?
So, November, I looked at blood work from November. Understand this, when I got the diagnosis, and I knew I had to overhaul my whole life, meaning how I eat, environments, what I use on my body, everything, right? So, what happens when we got to give up something, or we get ready to give up something? What do? We overindulge in everything, right? So, November and December, I was eating a pint of Haagen-Dazs, either Java chip, which is my favorite, coffee and chocolate mixed together. A pint every night. Every night was my comfort thing. Amongst everything else, I did nothing to improve anything. But let me tell you, we started this prayer line. When the prayer line started?
I don't know.
It was around then.
It was because you was going through the prayer line. That was around when you thought it might have been arthritis and all that. And we have been praying ever since.
And we have been praying ever since, every Monday. And I was on every call except when I was away. That might be my phone. I don't know. I don't want to move the light though. But we act like we don't hear. So anyway, let me tell you. My light chains, and I ain't going to tell you which one was which, the kappa or the lambda. One was 12.6 and the other was 6.4, something like that. Remember, hey, real close. November, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, November. December. I looked back at the lab work. Don't you know? It was 6 point something and 3 point something. When I arrived in Tijuana, Mexico, had not even started treatment, you guys. You know what the light change was? Because they took my lab as soon as I arrived on January 6th.
What was it?
0.664 and 0.662 or something, respectively.
Let me tell you something about one day on this prayer line when nobody else came on. I'm starting to think that's an alarm. You got one?
It might be.
Hold up, y'all.
Hang on, y'all. It's messing up our light. Oh, that's what. Oh, it was the prayer call alarm. I had it set for Tijuana, Mexico time.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't bother you in Tijuana.
Right.
But one night we prayed on this prayer line, y'all. And it was extensive. It was real. So that night, I knew something was breaking. Because that night, when I went to sleep, I had a dream that stuff was attacking me. So I'm telling you, y'all don't think prayer works? When the enemy sees that you are fighting hard, I mean, it was only 3 of us on that prayer line that night. When 2 or more gathered, y'all, something attacked me that night. And I couldn't remember what it was. So when I went to sleep that night, it was like this little animal I'm lying. It didn't try to attack me. It was there in front of me. And it had its mouth had this kind of beak or something it had, but it had paws, and it was just trying to swat me, but not enough to try to get me. It was like it was dying.
Right.
And it was trying to fight me. But not only did it have that, it had a rope. Think of like a shoestring that's kind of like tangled up on the side of its beak or whatever it was, and it was inside of a hole, and it was like it gave me the ability to wrap it around its mouth to try and to stop it. But while I was doing it, was only like I had one hand and I'm trying to do it, so I didn't get to wrap it around, but whatever it was weak.
Wow.
So I just want to say that, y'all.
Wow.
We got to keep fighting. Tonight is prayer.
Yep. So the doctor said, and when he went over these labs with me, right? And it was in black and white. And trust and believe, I posted. I'll post it on Facebook when I get home. You can follow me. You can look at YouTube, Donna Shaw. You follow me on Facebook, Donna Perez Shaw.
Right.
I will show you these scans, everything I'm telling you, right? Stuff was down. The doctor said, "Well, what you doing?"
Praying.
I said, "What I'm doing, won't he do it? What I'm doing, won't he do it?"
See, they don't know. They don't know. But I think in countries like that, they do trust God more than we do here in America.
Oh, let me tell you. I told him, I said, "Listen, I ain't done nothing." He's like, "Did you start the Gerson diet therapy?" No. Matter of fact, I've been eating a pint of ice cream every night. And some couple of Reese's and a bag of chips,
Reese's is my favorite.
So he said, I said, "I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to give you this too, because this is what God gave me and told me about and gave me the sense to research, because I started looking for some things."
Right.
Don't you know? And everything was coming to me. I didn't even have to really look for
The Holy Spirit.
My girlfriend, my childhood friend, Veronica Lynn, told me about black seed oil.
I've seen that.
She told me about black seed oil, that it helps with cancer. She told me she had a friend who was using it, and it made the cancer like come all in a ball, and the doctors was able to cut the cancer out. So you ain't got to tell me twice. I ran and got me some black seed oil. So guess what? So in addition to prayer, I started applying that black seed oil on my body twice a day. Well, at least once a day.
Right, but God made this.
God made it.
So
it's a cumin seed. It's the cumin seed.
It's all Him. It's all from the earth. This is His stuff. It's a cure in the earth. And the pharmaceutical people want you to just keep spending money and spending money. It's a game, y'all.
Soursop tea, also known as graviola. I got me some soursop leaves. I make tea. I was drinking that tea. I put a teaspoon of Manuka honey.
Yes, I have some. I paid $65 for some honey.
What? Yes, and that's the one above the gold one, right? Because the gold jar was $429.
Yes.
But it's liquid gold. Let me tell you, it's liquid gold. It's worth every ounce, every dime. I'm telling you.
I was putting it on cuts and stuff.
That's what I did to this.
Oh, see?
Manuka honey. So that's all. I was drinking my tea twice a day. I wake up with it, and I was going to sleep with it. That's twice a day. Soursop leaves, Manuka honey, and what was the other thing? Oh, the black seed oil. That's the only things I've done. Don't you know that Dr. Ladd said, "Well, you keep praying and keep using that stuff." He said, "Keep using that stuff." That's what he said.
He probably in the back of his office like, okay, we're going to get this.
Yeah.
We're going to order that because, they more natural over there.
Right. So, and that's what, I thank God for that experience, even for me to have the opportunity to have that experience, because it's, that's another thing that once I really get healthy and strong, that I want to advocate for, because there's so many people that could go and do alternative things, but everybody ain't got 35 G's laying around. Because guess what? I ain't just have it laying around. I had to break into my retirement. I had to ask y'all for a few bucks. Y'all did help me out a little bit.
We helped y'all.
I expected more from y'all, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me, cause y'all gave me about 6 G's. I needed 35. I told them. I said, if I had to rely on folks, I'd be dead right about now. Thank God.
That's why you got to rely on God.
He do it, yes. So. But I want the community to know about things, and I want there to be a way for people who can't afford things to have opportunity to have the same care, and not just annihilate their immune system, with heavy, aggressive chemo and radiation. We all know that burns you up.
Yeah, kills you.
In some cases, some of that is necessary. I'm not against it, y'all. I'm not against it in smaller dosages where it's not annihilating everything. See, to me, aggressive chemo comes in with a Uzi and sprays the whole place. The good things, the bad things. Place, right? Me, I'm like, nah, dog. You ain't coming with the Uzi over here. Get the Glock. Let's go. Okay, cancer cell.
I feel ya.
Cancer
cell. That's my cousin, right?
Cancer cell. No Uzis over here.
So, are you finished with that?
I'm finished with that treatment. I did that for 3 weeks, but I'm never finished, y'all, because I have to keep the protocols in line, which mean, like I said, and they want me to do it 90% of the time, but we know, you know, I'm usually good at home. At home, I'm about 95% doing right. Juicing, fresh pressed, cold pressed juice.
Right, you have to get a cold
pressed juice, y'all. The NutriBullet and all of that is okay. I'm not gonna say you're not getting anything from it.
Really.
It doesn't, and the heat from the motor kills off most of the nutrients. I just learned.
Okay.
That cold pressed juice, that's the truth. You
like
getting 3 to 5 times
olive oil and cold pressed.
Yeah, and that too. That's what they said to use.
Coconut oil.
Yeah, it's a whole overhaul, y'all. That
I don't understand why they sell the stuff that is not good for you.
Right. Why does the FDA? Oh, let me not even say it. Let me not, because
they about to come after us.
Right, I don't want to pop up dead, y'all. And let me tell you something. If I do pop up dead, I will never, ever commit suicide. So if anything ever happens to me, somebody killed me.
Like they did, like that person with the coronavirus.
That's right.
He just died.
That's right.
The first person to tell somebody.
That's right. I don't care how bad things get for me. And I've been very depressed, and I've had anxiety and all of that God has delivered me from, for the most part.
Right.
Naturally, you know, it took some work, but naturally. So just understand that I'm on to some things. I'm looking into some things. God's given me this insight that I just want to share with all of you. I just want to make things available.
You gave a lot of information just now, because somebody might see this for somebody who's going through something and tell somebody. And even with just the soursop and the black seed and the what was the other thing you said?
Manuka honey.
The Manuka. Oh, I should know that. And the Manuka honey, that could help them with, you know, with other things, because that soursop is good anyway.
Right.
Where'd you get it from?
Girl, let me tell you, I got my brother Wave, my brother Tony Wave. He does his little affiliate thing with Amazon. So I have a link that I will post somewhere, and I post it on CHARNAE's thing. Yeah. I sure will. I will post the link so that you can get it, you know, and you can go right through Amazon, but it's easy if you just follow this link. You'll go right to the one that I use, okay? And plus, it'll give my brother a little, you know, it helps them out a little bit. Now, each one got to help each one. To say that. You know, we're a community, y'all. We got to learn how to support each other.
Yes,
we really do. So, if you know, check out Amazon. Look for Ride the Wave with underscores in between and Ride with the Y. I'm just giving a little plug here for my brother Tony Wave. Look for him. Y'all all on Facebook with him, liking his stuff and commenting. So if you want to like and comment, go on and support. Get some of the meal plans. Get some of, you know, follow the link. Just help a brother out. It ain't going to cost you no more, no less to do it.
Right.
But yeah, so I'll just make it easy for you. But I'm telling you, I believe in. I ain't gonna never stop using it. Never. You hear me? Because once I say that's like my lotion. I get out the shower, I put black seed oil on my whole body first, and then if I need some shea butter after that, I put that after as a sealant. You know, but you got to be careful with all these dyes and inks and perfumes and these lotions. So even you know, skin is the biggest organ of your body. We just slapping stuff on like it's okay, and they got all these words we can't even pronounce, y'all. You don't know what this is.
Like when you're looking for food and all that sugar's in there with different words.
You don't know what it is. We got to do better, y'all. We got to but we got to do better when we know better.
I was about to say that.
When we know better. So I fault none of you, because
you didn't.
We all blind to this. Nobody taught us. Nobody teaches us this. They keep us in the dark. You know, they kill us on our neck, and they keep us in the dark.
They kill us.
So I'm here to spread some messages. I got work to do. So that I have no plan to.
This is not just the only platform. She's about to go higher. We're gonna have to keep you in prayer. You know, surround you with your angels. I'm not even talking about for the cancer. I'm talking about for the people, because they don't want people to know about these things.
That's right, y'all. So yeah, like I said, my circle's about to get a whole lot tighter. Everybody ain't having the same access to me that they had in 2019. They just not.
I'm saying you find out who's
They
your
just not.
people.
And I know when God is elevating you, this is what happens too. Because
I've been
everybody
there.
can't go. Everybody's not supposed to go with you. You know, so it's only gonna be who needs to be there. Because I have to be able to trust, and like this thing's about to get deep. I ain't gonna get too deep. I ain't gonna be no
like
Dr.
Dr.
Sebi.
Sebi?
No,
I was thinking that. I was thinking
my brother. Because ain't no way that man was in no
You know what?
health.
We went to I went to a holistic doctor, and she was like, "Look, I can help you with a lot of stuff. If you want to know about cancer," she was like, "I will tell you." She said, "But I can't just volunteer information on my own because they will kill me."
Right.
Isn't that sad,
It's
y'all?
really sad. It's really sad.
That is really sad. Meanwhile, the stuff that she's given is from the earth.
Yeah. All of that is natural, y'all. Honey is a miracle in itself, y'all. That's why I'm a bee. I love bees. If that's my little pet thing, you cannot kill a bee around me. We would not be friends. We will not be friends because bees are miraculous creatures. See,
I take this stuff called royal jelly.
Yeah, that's what comes from the bee.
Yes, and that's the queen bee.
That's right.
That's what they give her to produce.
That's right.
So
they
I
got a
take
job
royal
and a
jelly.
mission to help you. So what you
They
killing them
do.
for?
They do.
Or just don't swat. They ain't gonna bother you.
Biting, stinging you and stuff.
They ain't. Oh, they only do that because you start doing this. That's why. They think they being attacked. I ain't never been stung by a bee. I welcome the bees. The bees come sit on me and everything.
Well, with that being said, y'all, the beekeeper, I am just so happy that she's here. I don't even know how this is going to look, y'all. We look like we in the Blair Witch Project, but we're not, inviting in any demonic spirits.
That's right.
This is all God.
That's right.
Because if it wasn't for God, we would not even be sitting here today.
That's right.
So, any of y'all, if y'all want to reach out to her for some information, y'all could call me or reach out to her. But
now you better do it now while you got access, because I'm telling you, once I got 1,000 people asking me stuff, then it's gonna be a secretary or somebody feet.
So then y'all know how it happens.
Right now on YouTube, it's me with my 25 viewers. But I'm telling you, once I keep going and keep going and keep going, the access ain't gonna be the same. Right now I comment on everything you say, but once it gets big, somebody else gonna be looking at it. So I'm telling you,
we moving on up.
I'm telling you,
just like with this show.
Yes, and my cousin's gonna be right there with me. This is what I'm telling you.
So I really thank you. I thank you for coming on the show. I tried to get the Georgia y'all to do this. It didn't happen. God spared our life. That's a whole different testimony.
Right.
But I am so happy that you are here. I'm going to get down there to see you. I'm not driving, y'all. I never took a train. I want to take the train.
You should. It's fine. It's
I've been all around the world. I never took a train.
It's therapeutic. But before we wrap this up, I'm going to give a couple more shout outs just because I'm going to say what's up to my cousin Damien. He's been like my #1 supporter with just in prayer and thought. And I could feel Damien and Damien could feel me. It's weird. We all kind of have this thing, you know what I mean? Know. But Damien, you really stepped up for me, and you know what I'm saying? It ain't even about monetary, because you know what I'm saying? It's just your heart and your willingness to give to me and contribute to me. Like I said, Andrea, Shooty, Delana, my sister, of course, my aunt Doreen, all my aunts, you know what I'm saying? I won't miss nobody. Alicia making me juice, and I got a good tribe, you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is we need people, real people. Right. When you were going through something, that is so important, y'all. We need people. If you got one good person opposed to 75 bad people, right, get rid of them. Right. But if you have one good person, your ride or die, somebody who's going to have your back when you can't do anything for yourself, it is so important. So if you have one good friend, y'all doing good. That's right. You know, my family, my husband. You know, my husband's my best friend. I see your husband been everywhere with you. That's my best friend. Your husband, and that's what a husband is supposed to be. Right. I'm gonna get there, y'all. That's what a husband is supposed to be. People get married and they say in sickness and health, and soon as something go wrong, they out. They gone. They out. They are gone. So shout out to him. And it ain't been perfect. You know what I mean? 25 years with any one person, day in and day out. There's going to be some things that occur. There's some things that occur. God is perfect. But we got what we got. We have our understanding. And the rest of the world don't have to rock with it. It doesn't matter. That's the problem. People put people in their business. Right. We know what we got. We rock it the way we want to rock it. We do what works for us. That's right. And it's solid, you know? That's right. So, but yeah, to God be the glory for everything. And let me say this, because this is very important too. Right. Because I had some people saying too, like some people close to me was angry and upset with God. They really was. And I could totally understand. This is people who love God, but was like, I mean, I had one of my close brothers was like, what the hell? What? Where the fuck is God? Excuse the language, but I have to say it how he said it. He said, where the fuck is God? He's never around. And it just made me. I totally understood where he's coming from, because I totally see
because you were going through it and you couldn't understand why. But even today, when you say that, you know, it's going to get bigger and you're here to help people, you understand that would have not been able to happen had you gone through this.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I guess I gotta be the martyr. I gotta be the one to walk. You know what I mean? But I think God picked me because he knew I was the best man for the job. That honestly, he knows his warriors. He knows his. He knew
before you was born that this was gonna happen, but it's still like really God. So I had to wait all this time. Like you couldn't have like told
I'm
me.
like, dang, this even the way he's trying to get me to the money sometimes. I'm like, because I know since I was a young child, it ain't make no sense living in the McDonald houses on Jersey Street.
Okay.
That God told me I was gonna be a multi-millionaire. And has consistently been telling me, and I'm like, God, how? But don't even make sense.
But you know what?
Don't make sense.
If it makes sense, it wouldn't be God.
Right.
Because he don't be making sense.
Right.
He be doing things like really, like that's how you gonna do this?
Right.
I'm telling you.
Talk about things that make you go,
Yes, that's him. That should be his slogan, right?
I'm like, okay, buddy, all right, but I know it. I know it's gonna happen, but the ways, he said I'm gonna be one. He ain't said it's gonna be easy.
No, he never said things. Is this easy?
Not at all.
This is not easy.
It's not. I make it look damn easy. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that.
No, you do. You really, really do. But the spirit is important, and God is important. Not to say that some people, I've seen people who don't believe in God, and their spirit is up, and you know they're like moving around and stuff like that. But God is the most important thing. And for you to say that those numbers went down, however, and we were praying, and that just makes it all the more, you know, like me doing this prayer line and having it, and because we wasn't supposed to have it, we was trying to have it like a year or two ago, and everything is in God's timing.
Right.
Everything is in his time.
And let me say this also, because y'all know me from the street. Y'all know I'm from Jersey Street, Staten Island, New York, right? Born and bred, New Brighton, and now born forever, right? But let me tell you, for those of you who say a question, because there are you guys that do this to people, because I don't walk the same way you walk, because I don't go sit in church every Sunday. Let me tell you, because that's just not me. Let me tell you, I was born and raised in church. Understand that. What's in you can never leave. You understand that, right? My great-grandmother and my grandmother made sure that it was instilled in me, okay?
Train up a child.
We couldn't even play with secular music in the house. It was nothing but Christian music. But let me tell you, I want you to understand religion and relationship.
Absolutely, because that's what it is.
Okay? So you can judge me, you can judge my life and say, hey, what's she doing up there talking about God and this, that, and third? I seen her in the club last week, which you didn't, but you see me at the club probably last month. I don't know. But nevertheless, understand. Don't confuse religion and relationship. God has always walked with me. Not only in the up every mountain, down every valley. I always took God with me. Even some places you'd probably never think to take him.
Well, God is going to be there. He said, if you make your bed in hell, I am there.
Right. And I always said, God, please let me get in and get out of this. Let me get my goods. Don't let me get caught. Don't let the cops get me. Let me tell you. So I'm going to lay it down for you. Nothing I say to you is fake or counterfeit. I ain't got nothing to hide, nothing to prove. But I know who keeps me, okay? I know whose I am, regardless.
That's right.
So don't never get it twisted. Never get it twisted, okay? Never get it twisted.
So with that being said,
I'm out. I'm good.
You're going to come back?
Definitely, I'm going to come back.
You're going to come back. I'm going to have a new mobile meditation station when she comes back.
That's right.
So I just really want to thank you for coming on Won't He Do It Wednesdays. This was, you know, she had to come here. We had to do it a little different, right? I had one dark show, but not looking like the Blair Witch Project.
You know it's going to be different.
It just had to be
right?
different.
That's right.
So I really just thank you, and I'll see you when I get to Georgia.
That's right. I say peace.
All right, y'all.
We out.